So, welcome everyone. Welcome to the presentation of group number 3, which is North American Literature. So, you will explore the diverse and the artists that grew up ay yung mga umangat nung time na yon. So, let's go to the next slide. Ito na po yung mga nag-ambag. May kita po ninyo sa slide. So, let's go to the next slide.
Population po muna tayo ng North America. So, North America as a diverse population of 580 million people. So, ang North America daw po ay nabibilang sa 580 million of people, no? So, napakadaming populasyon ang North America. So, alam naman po natin yan, diba? Kasi, ang North America is usually malaking din yan. Malaking bansa din yan sa buong mundo. Dumako muna po tayo sa territory size. Ang North America daw po ay pumapangatlo sa largest continent by land area. Approx na kino-cover niya o nasasakupan niya is 24.71 million square kilometers. So pag kinonvert po natin siya into million square miles, ito po ay nag-a-average ng 9.54 million square miles. So, yun po ang nasasakupan ng North America. The largest countries in North Asia naman po, in North America, nangunguna daw po dito ay yung Canada, followed by United States, at pumapangatlo naman po dito ang Mexico. So, most practiced religion. So, ang Christianity is the most practiced religion in North America, with Protestantism, Catholicism, and Orthodox Christianity being the major denominations. Other significant religions include Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, as well as indigenous and non-denominational spiritual beliefs.
Fun facts about North America. American is home to many natural wonders, home to some of the best musical artists of all time. Ang North American po ay nahati sa 5 basic region. Ito ay ang Great Plains, Canadian Shield, Eastern Region, Mountainous West, and the Caribbean. This region compasses a wide range of climate, from tropical to icy. That's all po. Thank you.
So, to sum up the background of the continent, North America is the third largest continent, spanning the area of about 24.7 million square kilometers. It is bordered by the Arctic Ocean to the north, the Atlantic Ocean to the east, the Pacific Ocean to the west, and South America to the southeast. So, as of 2021, North America's population was estimated as over 592 million people in 23 different independent states, or about 7.5% of the world's population. So, again, yung pinaka-practice na religion sa North America is Christianity. It is the most practiced religion in North America, with various denominations such as Protestantism, Catholicism, and Orthodox Christianity being prevalent. So, let's go to the introduction of North American literature. So, in studying North American literature, it is important to understand that although similarity exists between English and American literary styles, there are also great divergences. So, American literature has always reflected double consciousness on its parent cultures and its own youthful ambition. To the first part of 20th century, there had been trend to avoid topics such as imperfection of humanity, or the nature of literature reflected the process of settlement, the conquering of the continent, that growth of political, social, and spiritual idea. So, sinasabi dito na American literature ay laging nagre-reflect sa consciousness ng mga culture natin, ng mga ambition natin. So, yung first part ng 20th century, doon na-develop yung mga pag-aaboy ng topics such as perfection ng humanity, nation of the literature reflected by the process of settlement and conquering of a continent that grow political and social spiritual ideas. So after having been politically and culturally dominated by England, yung North American literature, it became necessary for Americans to develop a means of expression, which could reflect Americans' habit, thought, and ambition memory can society demanded a literature expressed in a new style. So, after daw ma-dominate ng England yung North American literature, na-develop yung means na expression na nagre-reflect sa American habits and ambitious memory. So, yung society, dinaman nila na literature express ay new style ng pag-express. So, yun yung introduction niya. Let's go to the next slide.
The most common themes of North American literatures include the American dream, identity and self-discovery, race and ethnicity, the frontier and wilderness, and the individual versus society. So, lahat ng literature ng North American, lahat ng most common themes ng North American literature is nagpo-fall lang siya sa identity and self-discovery, race, ethnicity. Yun lang, doon na siya natapos.
So, who is Mark Twain? Mark Twain, or Samuel Leghorn Clemens, known by his pen name Mark Twain, was a professional American writer, known for the usage of his humor in his writing. He was praised as the greatest humorist the United States has produced, with William Faulkner calling him the father of American literature. He was famously known for his depiction of America and its people through his writing. Do you still remember the adventures of Tom Sawyer from your childhood? One of the most famous and best publication of Mark Twain was The Adventure of Tom Sawyer. It follows the mischievous and imaginative adventures of a young boy named Tom Sawyer in the fictional town of St. Petersburg, Missouri. Tom, along with his friend Huckleberry Finn, engaged in various escapes, including whitewashing a fence, attending their own funeral, and searching for a buried treasure. The novel explores themes of friendship, family, morality, and the freedom of youth in humorous and nostalgic narrative in American sense. So basically, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is the depiction of young Americans. Mark Twain depicts young Americans as mischievous, adventurous, and ultimately, they are achievers. They embody freedom and liberation, and they take action into their own hands, and they face the consequences of their action. That's how Mark Twain depicts young Americans.
Good day everyone, my name is Angelique Chloe Casano, and today we are presenting who is Herman Melville and what is his best masterpiece. Herman Melville is an iconic figure in American literature. Was a 19th century novelist, essayist, and a poet. He is best known for his masterpiece. Moby Dick is a novel published in 1851. It follows the story of Ishmael, a sailor who joins Captain Ahab's whaling voyage aboard the Pequod. Ahab seeks revenge to this white whale called Moby Dick, who hurt him in a previous encounter. So, they go on to this long journey to find Moby Dick. Along the way, there's a lots of adventure, danger, and cool stuff about whales. But in the end, Ahab's anger and obsession with Moby Dick end up causing a lot of trouble for everyone on the boat. The novel explores the themes of obsessions, fate, and the complexity of human nature.
So, let's go to Edgar Allan Poe. So, born in January 1809 and died at October 7, 1849. He is a renowned American writer, as I said, born in 1809. Mas kilala siya sa mga themes katulad ng dark and macabre themes such as kamatayan, death, madness, and supernatural. So, he had a profound influence, which means malakas ang influence niya sa genres ng horror and mystery, and nag-remain siya ng significant figure sa North American literature. So, Poe's life was marked by personal tragedies, including the loss of loved ones and struggles with mental health, which often found expressions in his writing. So, he passed away in 1849, leaving behind a legacy of haunting and thought-provoking works. So, as we said, merong impact ang buhay ng isang tao dito, life ng tao sa paggawa ng kanyang mga literature. Ibig sabihin, yung mga experiences niya, nababahagi niya sa literature by his own profound experiences. So, let's go sa most famous creation niya, which is yung Annabel Lee. So, it is a poem published in 1849, the same year na namatay si Poe. It narrates the story of a young man deeply in love with Annabel Lee. So, describing their blissful and enviable love. However, their happiness is short-lived as Annabel Lee dies, casting a shadow over the speaker's life. As I said, parang nag-portray yung kanyang mga works sa mga literature na ginagawa niya. So, the speaker attributes her death to the jealousy of angels who couldn't bear to see a perfect love on earth. Despite her passing, the speaker's love for Annabel Lee remains unwavering, suggesting that their souls are still entwined. The poem delves into themes and eternal love, jealousy, loss, and the transcendent nature of life, showcasing Poe's mastery on romanticism and the macabre. So, in summary, Edgar Allan Poe's Annabel Lee is hauntingly beautiful poem that explores the enduring power of love. So, even in the face of death and external forces, they seek to tear lovers apart. So, makita ninyo, pwede ninyong basahin yung poem ng Annabel Lee kung paano niya dinarrate ang story. So, yun lang.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is information about John Steinbeck. February 27, 1902 to December 20, 1968. John Steinbeck, born in Salinas, California, came from a family of moderate means. John Steinbeck worked his way through college at Stanford University, but did not complete this degree. Isa sa mga naging sikat na novel ni John Steinbeck ay yung The Grapes of Wrath. Itong novel na to, tumatalakay siya sa problema katulad ng kahirapan, pagkawalan ng trabaho, at pagkawalan ng pag-asa during Great Depression at Dust Bowl. Itong The Grapes of Wrath, ito yung story ng buong pamilya. Puro sila magsasaka. Sila yung masisipag na tao, masipag na magsaka. Sobrang ginagalingan nila ng gusto pagdalig sa trabaho nila. Kaso, nawala sa kanila lahat sa Oklahoma Dust Bowl noong 1930s. Dahil dito, nagdesisyon sila na umalis. Naglakbay sila papuntang California para naman lang makahanap ng opportunity na sa trabaho. Siyempre, sa paglalakbay nila, hindi nawala yung sitwasyon na sobrang hirap. May times na hindi napapadali yung paghahanap nila ng trabaho. Parang hindi nila alam kung saan sila pupunta nun. Karon pa man, hindi talaga naging madali yung pangyayari nila. Hindi sila nakakuha ng great opportunity na makahanap ng trabaho. Sa California nung times na yon. Yun yung naging paghihirap ng buong pamilya ng Jowads.
Truman Garcia Capote, also known as Truman Capote. He is an American novelist and screenwriter. He was born on September 30, 1924 and died at August 25, 1984. He is known for his novel In Cold Blood and his novella Breakfast at Tiffany's. Background lang about dito sa In Cold Blood, may family na na-murder which is yung Clutter family, and then itong si Truman, nag-ano siya ng research na doon sa research na yon is i-explore niya yung lives ng mga taong affected doon sa nangyari. And then after nun, dito na pinablish ni Truman yung book na In Cold Blood.